a giveaway.
Nah.
Hey, everybody. All right, let's have a wonderful podcast, and we'll be right back.
Hold up, hashtag heels for life. Wanna welcome everybody, yeah, we gotta get it hype. Hey, every week talking wrestling, we get into it. Current events, even guests that we're interviewing. Hosted by Chris, Kid USA, and Nappy Boy. Shout out to Ziggy, put the smack down, you can't ignore. The best you gon' find anywhere online. Tell the competition they about to get clothesline. Hold up, hashtag heels for life. Let's go.
Damn, I'm missing that beard.
Hi, everybody. Hi.
What's up, y'all?
This is Hashtag Kills for Life Wrestling Podcast, episode 172. I'm your host, Mr. Team Bring It.
I'm Kid USA.
And I'm the baby face on the hill show, Ziggy the Beast. What's good?
Anyway, so tonight, everyone, we're going to be talking some wrestling. This is the freestyle edition. Ziggy, can you put that on our screen, please? If you can.
Which one, bro?
The freestyle edition. I put it like
I got you
on the top. Okay. All right.
I got you.
Yes.
Boom.
So everyone, before we start, remember to like
different.
this video. Like the video. We need it for our algorithms. We need it. We need it. We need it. We need it. So yesterday I did tell everybody that I did lose my grandmother yesterday on my father's side. I'm so overwhelmed by the love, you guys. Like, like poured out to me. This is a very hard time. I've been really going through some shit for the past like 72 hours. But yeah, like hashtag Heals for Life really. I need this today. So I need you guys to like really lift up my spirits. Wrestling is my life, even though it doesn't really treat me the same way, but whatever. But yes, we're gonna have a great podcast and we're gonna give you guys a lot of fucking energy. So let's go ahead and do this. All right. So once again, this is a freestyle heel edition podcast, which that means we have no segments. We're gonna just talk the shit, shoot the shit. We're just gonna just talk about the shit. So, so let's kind of go back to the Royal Rumble real quick.
Okay.
So there was a lot of pointing the finger in different directions. One of them was pointed at Shane McMahon, I believe, from my understanding. He produced the whole Royal Rumble. I believe the men's side, if I'm not mistaken. So because there was a lot of bad reviews with the Royal Rumble, the WWE decided to fire him the next day. Now, remind you, he was supposed to be a regular on Raw, but because of the negative feedback that they got from the Royal Rumble, they decided to fire his ass.
Did they put out a? I was about to say, did they put out a official like thing that he was fired, or is it kind of like
he was
you know what I'm saying?
quietly let go.
Okay.
Quietly. I mean, I don't know what the fuck that means. I mean, like, what do you mean, like, quietly let go?
Silently, like, hush, hush, let go. Like, it wasn't like super announced or anything like that. But eventually, it was people were gonna find out anyway. But if you get fired by your own dad, you really messed up.
I mean, but the thing about it is that
Chris probably about to say what I'm thinking.
Yeah, at the end of the day, this is all about accountability. I mean, Vince McMahon has the final say. So I'm assuming when Shane gave him the final draft, you're telling me that you went ahead with this, and then when the shit went to shit, your ass decided to say, "Oh, that was some bad shit. So I'm gonna fire my son because that's good shit."
Like you approved it.
Maybe it was Nick Khan's idea.
Huh.
So they don't lose anybody else.
Nick Khan, that's funny. I'm not really understanding their whole
the whole dynamic, huh?
Just not understanding it. I'm not feeling it. I stopped trying to figure out the WWE and their tactics and I just
because like I know it's kind of jumping around, but they're firing people for like according to Nia Jax's interview, a lot of those people got let go because they didn't want to get the shot, so they let a lot of those people go. They're firing a bunch of other people, but you have Mustafa Ali that's saying, "I want to get fired. I want to be released from my contract." Oh, but no.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So they're firing motherfuckers at will, but then when Mustafa Ali wants to leave,
they say no.
They want to keep him like a slave.
Yeah.
Like, no, nigga, you're gonna stay here in this cotton field and you're not going anywhere. I'm sorry to make that term, but I mean that's how I see it. Go ahead.
The reason why is because he wants to leave on his own terms. WWE doesn't want him leaving on his own terms. WWE wants to have that power of saying, no, you can't quit. You're fired. We'll fire you when we fire you. And it's coming soon.
What's the point of doing that, though? I mean,
they're going to wait until after WrestleMania. They're going to put
That's true, kid. That's true, kid. Or they'll probably wait till he gets into a story, picks up steam, and then like, all right, you're fired.
Has a bunch of squash matches. They'll wait till after. Yeah, they'll probably have him do something at Crown Jewel, and then, or maybe I don't know because I see that comment from Juan that said
Juan said that. Yeah,
maybe they need it for Crown Jewel, and then because maybe it's bad publicity if they let him go, even though that he is literally wanting to be released from his contract, and
let him go.
They're like, no, you're not going to quit us. We're going to quit you. You're fired.
I just want to quit you.
Like, no, you can't quit. You're fired.
Like Keith Lee, all these people just got released for no reason. And it's
exactly.
Like, you have somebody that wants to leave. They're like, no,
they can't leave. Yeah, because it's like, well, we're not gonna fire you because you asked. So we're just gonna keep you here. And I'm just like trying to figure out like how in the fuck does that make sense? you know. But speaking of which, Kevin Young, Kevin, what's up, Kevin? So, I responded to your promo last night, and I'm looking forward to
This guy's in WCC, right?
Not yet.
Okay, I saw a promo. Okay,
yeah, the promo was actually on his page.
Okay,
but it was about the Royal Rumble because he lost. You know,
it was good either way. I liked it.
Yes, it was. And I think that he's kind of trying to build this rivalry or whatever, because it seems like he lost to two Chris's all in one night. It sounds like a Chris Jericho situation. Anyway, so he shot a promo at me. I shot a promo at him. He said that he wanted me for the Elimination Chamber and do this little bet, try to get a little rematch. I will honestly say I accept your challenge. And then when I whoop your ass again, then you can bring your ass to WCC and get your ass whooped again in WCC. So that's my challenge to you. But let's move on. What's going on, Kevin? How you doing, bro? What the fuck? What the fuck we was talking about?
Well, we're talking about how Kid is gonna join WCC next.
Man, Kid
pushing for that shit.
Kid is not about that life. Kid wants to stay in the reality. He wants to stay in the reality spectrum, which is fine. But when it comes to promos, he knows he's going to get creamed. So I'm not really worried about it.
Hey, I'm not gonna. Hey, that's. I mean,
Kid got that, man.
He's telling the truth. I mean, I suck at promos. It is what it is.
Oh, shut up. That's what our EFED is for. Like, if you bad at promos, practice makes perfect. But anyway, let's move on.
I don't know. Maybe I'm still thinking about. Maybe I'll go ahead and do that.
I'm gonna get you.
Hold him to that.
See, bro. All right,
I ain't doing that right now. Hell no.
So Kendall said that Shane and Triple H starts their own promotion. Neither one of them is going to go to AEW. Okay, so here's my thing, because Shane McMahon to me is a wild card. We don't know what Shane is going to do. If Shane does end up in AEW, which I don't really see happening.
Probably not.
That is unprecedented. That is the ultimate, forbidden door that's been open, because a McMahon actually went through the forbidden door and showed up on AEW television. But more than likely,
well, he's done that already. He did that with WCW, even though that was a work storyline.
This one has more significance versus what happened 20 years ago.
True.
That shit.
But still, I mean, it's not a. This is actually real life.
Yeah, WCW was work.
That was a worked program,
mm-hmm.
But having that as Shane McMahon going through that forbidden door as a McMahon going to AEW, I mean,
okay, yeah, Kevin.
I mean, me personally, that was a different era back then, and now we're in this era of pettiness and bitching and being a snowflake. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I grew up in that era, man. Like, I was all about just being a wrestling fan and just being done with it. I mean, yeah, you can have your bickering and whatever, WCW versus WWE, but we had fun at the end of the day.
But what other way to get back at getting fired by your own dad by going to the competition and showing up live on Wednesday night with Tony Khan as the signing of a free agent and somehow making that into a storyline, and he would just go off on live TV. But
that makes too much sense.
It's gonna end up being like a Big Show or a Christian debut, with somebody.
Well, Dylan, we think about what Dylan said.
It could be Cross.
No,
it could
be
Cross. Now,
Keith Lee, yes.
Keith Lee. Now, we talked about this on numerous episodes of #Heels for Life about the Keith Lee situation. Now, Keith Lee, he's a free agent now, and they even said that Keith Lee secretly, but they said this about Bray Wyatt as well, but there are reports that Keith Lee is expected to sign with AEW this Wednesday night. I'm not sure if that's going to actually happen. I'm not Uncle Dave. I'm not going to sit here and say, yeah, this is factual. No. This is a rumor, But more than likely, there's a possibility we might be seeing a Keith Lee. Plus, there was also another rumor, if this is Keith Lee, that he's supposed to be the next opponent for
Sammy Guevara.
for the World Heavyweight Championship.
No, this
Adam Page.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I thought I was going off of that poster that I sent y'all with Shane McMahon for the TNT title, the ladder match, whatever tournament thing that they were doing.
It could be two signees.
Yeah.
It could be. There's a possibility because with AEW, you never know. You might get the two price for one. So
when are they gonna do? When they're gonna do the checks and balances though? They're doing a lot of adding and not a lot of subtracting.
Man, you is really into their dollars, aren't you? You really into their pocket.
It just don't make sense. Like
eventually, there's going to be some releases. And,
yeah,
Marco Stunt and
that's what I'm getting at.
What's his name?
I'm not advocating for people to get fired or like to see it.
Brian Cage.
Like, I don't what's Jay Lethal been doing?
Jay Lethal literally been jobbing, but I'm okay.
I mean, like he had a great match with Ricky Starks, but still.
That.
Yeah, well, he kind of did. He's got something coming up with MCW up in Maryland right now.
Yeah, because just because he signed with AEW
doesn't mean
he can move around, and that's the freedom that they want.
I agree with that, but I'm thinking, this Jay Lethal, man, like he should be.
You're right, Juan.
I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, see, that's the problem. The problem is today is that everybody wants a major star to be a world champion, but then yet y'all was the same people that said that you want to be invested in storylines, but you want something done in 5 minutes. It's either one or the two. I mean, I'm keeping it real.
We can't be happy with whatever we get.
I want them on TV.
Are you trolling me right now?
No.
It sounds like it.
I'm not.
Hey, what's up, Jay?
These motherfuckers signing contracts and they ain't doing nothing.
Supervisor.
Don't
get in trouble at work.
Hey, you know what? That part I have to agree with. Like they're signing all of these people, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing with them?
That's all I'm saying.
For an example, this is going to go based on what you just said. Now, Adam Cole. I don't know what the fuck they doing with Adam Cole.
Orange Cassidy?
He needs to get himself in the gym.
Orange Cassidy. I don't know what they're doing with him either. Yeah, like man.
Like, are we going to do like?
I feel like that they just keep making fun of their size.
It's like Orange Cassidy is a comedy wrestler, but Adam Cole is more like, I don't know. It's like they don't know which audience they want to fucking.
To me, it's just like with what y'all are saying. It's like when they perform on live TV for AEW, it just seems awkward or for comedy, whatever. But if they did that in the independent scene, oh man, that shit just goes over. And there's somebody with a phone or with everybody with their cell phones, and the shit goes viral because it's so cool. And then when they get to AEW, then it's just like, okay, we've already seen that already.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're turning in. AEW is turning into the one thing that they hate the most, which is the WWE. I agree with that.
I don't know about that.
I really believe so because, like, if you really, really look at it, the disorganization. Well, you really see it in AEW, but in the WWE, it's the same thing. It's like everything is just, but that's like on a bigger scale because that's the number one company in the world. But yet it's like they doing the same cycle over and over and over again. Like we already seen the Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair.
Think about like with Ruby Soho, when she made her debut, and now apparently she's being jobbed out to all the women in the women's division, and she's apparently not happy with that. That you get fired from WWE, you go to AEW, and you're jobbing out to other women wrestlers in the women's division. Not being happy in the company. I'm like, right, now you're not happy in WWE. Now you're not happy in AEW. Where in the hell are you going to be happy at?
I mean, like I said, this is the I'm entitled era. Like I need to be on that spot then. But when you get on that spot, case in point, Big E, which we're going to talk about later. But when you became champion, you're trash. Trash in the motherfucker. So it's like, okay, we gave you the ball. Now it's time for you to run with it. But then when we give you the ball, you don't know what the fuck to do with it. We put you on this TV show, that TV show, You was on a UFC event, and it still didn't help you out. Because guess what they did? They downgraded you, took the belt off of you, and then made you a tag team specialist with New Day on another show.
Yeah, Chris, because I mean the thing is too, even though he was going around doing the tour, he was still losing on TV. He was still getting pinned on TV. So I mean, even didn't Brock Lesnar pin him to take the belt from him? They could have at least said Kevin Owens or somebody else could have took the pin, and that way Big E could be like, "I didn't get pinned. I want my belt back." But he don't even have a comeback. Like, motherfucker, I pinned you.
I mean, we're still waiting on the Owen Hart tournament as well. When are we getting that?
That might not come into March.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they got a lot of shit going on.
How are they going to compete with that with March Madness?
I don't know, big dog.
We'll have to see.
Good question.
There's too much shit going on.
I also saw too that somebody asked. Let me see if I can find it. Here you go. Derek said he was surprised. Here you go. He said he was surprised that CM Punk and MJF had very low ratings. My
interested in that.
My answer to that was that should have been a pay-per-view anyway. That shouldn't have been free TV.
Yeah, I think they really fucked up with that part. They should have waited until Revolution. Revolution would have been perfect for that.
Bingo, Chris. That's what I would have done.
Maybe they're gonna have a part 2.
But see, you can only have a part 1.
Mm-hmm.
You can only have a first impression one time.
Exactly, because number one, going back on what Ziggy just said, you can only get once in a lifetime. Now you know where I'm going with this,
right?
The Rock versus John Cena should have been once in a lifetime,
and it was a good match. But that was it. Yeah,
I wouldn't say that, but once in a lifetime, and they keep it as such. However, they can do a trilogy with this storyline because, like I said, they have a very hot storyline. They could do a part 2, and part 2 could be better than part 1.
And they can build it up for the pay-per-view.
Exactly. This time, build it up for the pay-per-view. Don't put it on free TV.
And it's a stipulation match or a gimmick match or something, not just a one-on-one. And it's for the for the pay-per-view. So I mean, why not do it that way? You know, this was just a freebie, so we're setting it up for part 2 for Revolution, and it's going to be some type of stipulation, or it's going to be a gimmick match or something like that, and then it'll lead up to a part 3. So it'll be one on one. You know,
right.
CM Punk wins, MJF wins, and then they go for 3 to end the trilogy. You know,
and like Trey said, you know, people lack patience, and I'm sorry, in my eyes, people lack intelligence. You know, you're supposed to have the 3 eyes, and they don't have neither one of them. You know, I mean,
there goes that face, Chris. You see him? Look,
what? I mean,
we just talked about it. I knew it. I knew he was going to do it.
What? Listen, I don't hold no damn punches. It's like motherfuckers be sitting back and they be priding themselves on being intelligent and having integrity and all that shit. But you telling me that I can't even watch AEW because you feel some type of way. Like, what? But anyway, what else happened in wrestling news that I wanted to talk about?
Your boy, William, as Janelle says. William Goldberg.
Oh, yes! Bill Goldberg. Oh,
Billy.
Yes, Janelle from Java Tears.
Yes, Bill.
Oh, that's right. William Goldberg.
Yeah. I will not call him by his nickname. He will always be William.
Yes, let's call him William. So, so everyone, I really don't know what's.
I was about to say, what you think, Chris?
I don't know what's up with that. Y'all gonna have to come back to me so I can like put my rough draft in. Y'all can go.
All right. So the timeline. So Roman at the Royal Rumble screwed over Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar lost the belt. Then he joined the Royal Rumble match, and then he said Friday he's going after Roman, and then Goldberg said he's next. That's the timeline. But then, I'm sorry. One more thing, Chris. Then Brock also says, Bobby Lashley, I'm still coming after your belt too.
That's what he said
on Monday. So he's going into the Elimination Chamber to still go for the WWE Heavyweight Championship, and then he has a Royal Rumble. He's the Royal Rumble winner for the Universal Championship. That's his championship of choosing.
I'm trying to figure out why in the fuck they still using this motherfucker for what?
I think isn't this his last match on his contract?
I think so, kid.
Okay,
right, so he's jobbing out.
So let me ask you this: if this is your last match, why in the fuck you so concentrate on the tribal chief, and then you weren't about somebody on another show talking about I'm going to go after your belt too?
That's how I don't know why they got him booked like that. That's how they wrote it.
Unless he was going into business for himself.
I really think this is just a Vince McMahon. That's what he wants.
Tell them that you're going to go for Bobby Lashley. They're going to like that shit because they for all those smarks out there, they know about your contract.
Derek said it's going to be title for title.
Oh God.
You know what, Derek? I think that's where we're.
They should merge them. They don't
and then they're gonna merge them together. One side's gonna be red, the other one's gonna be blue. Exactly.
Oh,
like some fucking Dragon Ball Z shit.
With some Velcro on one side and the little button fastens on the other.
Good versus evil. Just like the emojis and shit. One is blue, one is red.
What the hell?
I don't. You okay?
Your spider sense tingling? You good?
Yeah, hold on a second. Something happened. Hold on.
All right, bro.
He said spider sense is tingling. Okay. All right. So I guess it's Chris versus Z, huh?
Oh, nah, man. We on the same team, bro. Tag team partners. I got
you.
We
are? Okay. All right.
There you go.
All right.
Well, that didn't last long. Okay.
Yeah, all of a sudden I heard water running. I was like, what the hell?
Just making sure you was all right, bro. I was gonna
I'm good.
Catch a flight to DC, bro.
Nah.
Make sure you was all right.
No, we're good.
Look at what this man just said. He said the WWE title is going to be called the Blood and Crip belt.
Who's Crip walking all the way in Elimination Chamber?
Hey, hashtag Heels for Life is not associated with any bloods or any...
negative. Yeah. So don't come after me.
That was just a dance that he was just.
Oh, we just lost a viewer then.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you, that's Heel USA.
I know. Vanilla Ice is trying to get at me.
Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice was really awesome back in the day.
Got 91.
Trey said Roman versus Goldberg, Spear versus Spear. Yay! They're gonna spear each other at the same time. It's gonna be
and they butt heads.
I think this is what he was trying to say. He was talking. Yay!
No, he sounded excited about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really
people like it.
Hey, bro, look, I was trolling like a motherfucker 2 days ago, and everybody was just like, "Dude, where is Chris at? Like, why are you saying that WWE is AEW is hating on the WWE because Vince McMahon is making wrestling great again?" And everybody, some of the WWE loyalties, they wanted to befriend me again. They were trying to show me so much love. They was showing me love. But I was lying to you, and you should have knew that I was lying to you because I do not like the WWE in any shape or form. The only reason we talk about this is because the shit is news. It's wrestling news.
It's wrestling news.
If I had my choice, I wouldn't talk about the WWE at all. And I'm just keeping. You shut up.
Nah, because Kid does make a point. Because who is your WWE World Heavyweight Champion right now, Chris?
And again, it's Black History Month, so
Mandingo. Mm-hmm.
So we will be talking about the WWE as long as that man's holding that belt. It is a belt.
Well, more likely he's probably
the title.
He's probably gonna lose it in like 2 weeks anyway. So
I hope not, man.
No, he's going to lose.
You think so?
Because if you really look at it, do you really think that Bobby Lashley is going to go over on Brock Lesnar? Right now is on a hot streak right now.
Yeah, in that Elimination Chamber, you got AJ. I think Bobby might walk out. I think Bobby will walk out though because you think Roman might fuck with him again in the chamber?
No. No. Mm-mm.
So Bobby's. Why wouldn't Brock just hold it until I don't know? They're all over the place with this fucking writing.
Here's the thing: how come Roman isn't going to be having an elimination chamber match himself? Why is it only Bobby Lashley?
I mean, you should already know that kid.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like he's the fucking baby face, or no, not the baby face. He's the tweener of the WWE. He's the face. You might as well say he's the face of the fucking company.
Superman punch.
So he gets unlimited, privileges. So one of them, he gets to fight an old man, which
he got the John Cena treatment.
Exactly.
He's invincible.
When's the last time Roman got pinned on TV?
It's been 2 years.
Even if it's a non-title match.
It's been 2 years.
Yeah,
because Big E got fucking pinned left and right.
Yeah, now he's on SmackDown permanently.
because Big E is a non-motherfucking factor. The only reason why the WWE cares about, people like Big E, because he's shuck and jive for the fucking company and he puts his merch. That's it.
Yeah.
Someone said that earlier. Just wanted
to
put that up.
Kenny. No, Kenny mentioned
what
that.
What Jacquez? That's a Jacquez quote.
He mentioned that in a comment. I remember reading that.
Oh, it's Kenny. Shout out to Kenny.
Shucking and jiving and selling merch.
Nappy boy said he's the fucking tribal chief.
Man, go back to work before your supervisor.
I know,
comes
right?
in.
You know what I'm saying? Before you get an occurrence.
You're not about this podcast right now. Go back to work. Go make that money.
At work. Work if that's where you're really. Just say you're busy, bro. It's all right. You have to put it on work.
He's in the office.
Trey said, I'm pretty sure y'all heard reports that Riddle versus Orton is supposed to happen at WrestleMania for the WWE title. Well, you talking about that was planned before they went with Brock. I got you.
Honestly, I don't give a fuck, dude.
Bro, Chris, bro.
Shut
but Chris.
No, Ziggy.
Riddle was so good at NXT, and then he gets to the main roster, and
he turned into a whitey bitch, dude. I don't know. Maybe he's even more high than he was when he was in NXT. I mean, he actually had matches that were actually great.
NXT was great.
Yeah.
Who was managing him and who was overseeing him in NXT, kid?
Who?
Riddle. Triple H, right?
Oh yeah.
So when he went to the main roster, Triple H, the Triple H effect is out, and the kitty meter is turned up to 1,000.
The Disney.
He's fucking throwing his. He's throwing his flip flops in the air, and doves are fucking flying out of it and shit.
Those are slides, not flip flops.
Okay, he's throwing his slides in the air, and doves are the doves. They're like the doves. It's good shit.
I don't think Riddle will be a heel anytime soon at all. I don't think he can pull off being a heel.
No,
not when he's got the RVD complex.
He's just like he'd just be like an airheaded, like weed head. He don't really care.
He don't give a shit.
What, bro?
He really don't.
You mean, bro?
What you mean, bro?
Randy, it's just a scooter.
Bro.
Yeah, he don't care.
Yeah,
it
is a scooter.
I wouldn't title. Who cares, man? Whatever.
Yeah,
but it's about the kids. So when the kids start researching, why does Riddle act like that? Why is he? Oh, what is THC? Ooh, but y'all worry about what kids are googling. What is the plants Riddle's always talking about?
What are those green things that he just keeps on talking? Why is he smiling all the time?
What's 420?
Why is he so happy?
I'm just saying.
Why are there doves in his entrance?
Why are there doves? Because he's hot. Oh, I get it.
Why does doves cry?
Fucking idiots.
Randy is a heel, though. Randy is basically a heel. He's just a boring face heel.
Yeah, Randy apparently actually is having fun, so good for him.
Yeah, because that's his weed man.
It really is. roll
there's no shame in that. I mean,
roll my shit, bitch.
He's like Randy. I remember reading it somewhere that that
Randy
gets
did
along-
say that though.
He gets along so well with Riddle because he knows how to grow his shit. Saying he
Chris,
knows what I like. I'm
Kid
like,
is
okay,
actually
cool.
not making this up.
I'm not making this up.
I read this too.
I am not making this up at all.
So he's happy with him because he's using the fuck out of him so he can get his weed.
Because he knows how to grow the type of strand that he likes.
And he learned to, he learned his personality. It's like he's actually a cool kid.
Yeah, he's actually a really cool guy, and we get along really well, and he makes me laugh, and I try to make him laugh sometimes. But yeah, really, I just know how to grow the type of strand that he wants.
Brady, I really want you to look at that, bro.
That's kayfabe news. That's not real.
Thank you. Yes, please, bro.
If you see the kayfabenews.com, don't follow that.
Don't follow it. Do not follow it.
Storyline wise,
WCW is owned by the WWE. There's no such thing as WCW coming back, man. Only in AEW because it's WCW reincarnated. There you go. There's your WCW.
Shane still works for his daddy.
Arcade Bro comes out to crazy rap. What?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, anything with WCW and you see Shane McMahon or anything like that, look at the source. If it says kayfabe news, it's not real news. That's fake news. It's like Fox News.
Y'all need to stop taking these news like sites so damn serious, dude. Like, look at the shit. When you see kayfabe, you know the shit is not real.
Because there's sometimes I'm like, oh shit, oh, and then I look at it, I was like, oh.
Right, you know,
damn.
like
Man,
the whole
sucks.
with the whole like Keith Lee thing. I'm still not believing that shit. The whole thing with Bray Wyatt, which it looked cute, so I'm just like, let me entertain this real quick. But I ain't go ahead and say, oh my god, this is real. This is Yeah, sometimes you gotta pay attention because some of these articles will fool the fuck out of you. They've done that to me
just for clicks and to get some type of attention.
Clickbaits, right? Just like Tasha K. Tasha K said that she got all of this fucking dirt, saying that Cardi B had all of these viruses and shit, and it was. See what happened with her? Got sued $4 million fucking dollars.
Don't play with shit like that.
Don't
then it not be true. That's not cool.
That's not cool at all because that will make or break your career.
Yeah, there was a newscaster that did that shit. Was it Brian Williams? He was like, I was there.
Then he piggybacked on it. Jesus.
Yeah, and that man.
All y'all going down.
Yeah, that was a few years ago. God.
And he got fired. I think he got fired off of that shit, and then they brought him back.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody wants to talk about Shane again.
Yeah, let's go.
I guess we'll go back into it if you want, because that's what everybody wants to talk about.
Yeah,
if anything for Shane, I could see him not starting his own promotion, but actually joining Tony Khan and going into business, going into business with them, and like, hey,
there you
because he doesn't. I don't know personally his bank account. I never will. But when it comes out, he probably won't ever have any type of bank account like his dad, and he definitely won't have anything like the Khans. But I can see him going into making a business deal and really sticking it to his family of like, I don't need this company. I don't need this family. If y'all want to do this to me, it is what it is. He's going to work with the Khan family, and he's going to, oh shit. And, and then being on live TV, be like, no, you are not. Do not adjust your screen. You are really seeing me on live TV on TNT.
Chris wants y'all to be zoomed up in top.
Yeah, why not? Yes, just see all of our fame, all our glory.
There we go.
Okay, all right.
Damn.
Okay, Gold Dust.
Right.
Don't cuff. Don't cuff
You
me. Don't do that. Okay.
So I think you got me on the wrong side, Chris. You got me in the middle.
Why you gotta be a prima donna? Okay, move him.
It's like an Oreo right now. What's going on here?
Okay, so is that?
There we go.
That's too creamy. Really, Ziggy?
No, go ahead and put it the other way. It's fine.
Okay,
Look.
fine. Okay, so you want to be the Oreo? Okay.
There you go.
Hold on.
We didn't go anywhere.
there you go. Okay. Right.
There you go. You can sit. You can get the window seat.
Which is
Yes.
why you gotta be in the fucking middle? I wanted my Oreo.
I didn't want. I didn't want kid to be. Well, I wanted to went sit by the window.
Hey, I like the window seat. Nothing wrong with the window seat.
I want to sit by the window. Look at him. You that guy on the airplane that's like, come on, bro.
That's me.
You want to sit by the window.
There's nothing wrong with sitting by the window.
It ain't. That's until you crash. Oh, that was terrible. Okay.
What's up, Curious?
So,
Hey, Curious.
What's up? Damn, I just lost my train of thought.
We're talking about Shane.
Shane McMahon, AEW.
Sit by the window. So there's rumors, quote, that Shane might be flirting with AEW, but this is only a rumor, y'all. The only way that we'll know is when it actually comes on TV, which is this Wednesday night. They said that the Forbidden Door will be open, and yeah. Now the question is is Shane this petty? And we're talking about real life. This is, remind you, this is not a WWE storyline. This is another company that he's going through a forbidden door. Now, this is forbidden because, remind you, his last name is still McMahon.
Right.
So this will really get a lot of people talking. And that's why I really wish that Nappy was on here, because I would love to hear his theories right now. You know,
yeah, because we got the poll going right now. Will Shane appear in AEW? So far, 3 people have voted for yes, and 67% said no on our Facebook poll right now that we have in our chat.
I don't like your poll.
Well, even if he does show up, reading right now, WrestleTalk.com says that WWE personnel warned Tony Khan against hiring Shane McMahon. Basically, like, I hope you know what you're signing him up for, and when you get him, I hope you're ready for that.
See, here is another Nappy Boy.
Nappy Boy theory.
I think the WWE secretly working with AEW. What the fuck, y'all is on this shit?
Chris, I don't know, bro. I
don't get this. Like, why are y'all so fascinated with the idea that WWE could be working with AEW? Oh, here come this motherfucker.
So Dan, please elaborate on your thoughts on that. Please elaborate. Hey, Nappy Boy.
Oh my god.
Wait. First, don't get in trouble, bro.
Look, he's looking around. He's looking around for a supervisor.
Yeah, that's all. Right. Don't get in trouble.
Like, he's gone. I can get on now.
Shitty here we go, Jaquez Jr.
or LTE.
LTE.
He's in 3G.
Right, there we go.
We heard you was in 3G.
Looking like a Jedi Knight and shit.
Wow. This is mean.
No, I just heard my name being called, and
so that's what it was. We was calling you a couple of times, and you didn't.
Hey guys, only got a 30-minute break, so we got to make it quick.
He on his 15.
So
he's on his 15.
So Dan, I think Lee Min, I believe,
I got you,
came on here, and he was basically being the theory. He was taking your spot.
He was theorizing. So
last night when we was in WCC chat, I'm sorry for I came at you, full throttle. I'm sorry, my bad.
Come on, man. We stay.
I hate you and your theories, but I do want to hear your theory though.
You hate me and my theories, but can we agree on one thing? I make my theories make sense.
And that you sure?
I'm not sure, but okay. So before I dive in, I need to get everyone's definition of a forbidden door.
That's a good point.
There's a door behind you.
Because the reason why
walk through it and you'll find out.
Because I feel like everybody's getting the definition mixed up. So for anybody who doesn't know, for somebody to walk through the forbidden door and in Tony's words, shut it, they have to be with a company. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It cannot be Keith Lee.
Not a free agent.
Even though Jeff Hardy isn't due till March, it can't even be Jeff because
Okada.
He's not with the company. So if it's not somebody from New Japan, it has to be somebody from WWE.
But
and the only logic reason, and this is why I'm saying Shane McMahon, right? Because I gotta give credit where it's due. Kid put the seed in my head when he posted in our little chat that we have. He posted something, and I sat there and I automatically wanted to shit on it. But what I did was I did my own research. Shane McMahon was legitimately pissed off how Vince treated him in front of talent and other people. So Shane, yes, he got fired, but he walked the fuck out and said, fuck this. I don't know if he said fuck you, but a lot of people a lot of people came forward and said Shane was pissed. Brock Lesnar complained about how unprofessional Shane was, but understands why Vince did what he did. So it's leading me to think it's a ladder match, right? Shane's always good for high fucking big moment things. When you see the ladder match, you automatically want to think Jeff Hardy, but there's one thing holding Jeff Hardy to be a forbidden person. He's not with WWE no more, and he's fucking he's not due to do his own shit until March. Now, I know it's far-fetched, I'm reaching, but it makes sense for Shane. He's not contracted with WWE. He's not contracted to go to AEW, go to the competition to give the big fuck you to his dad and to his family. Because let's face it,
to never come back.
To never come back. But why would he need to go back? He's got money in the bank. No,
I like what you did there.
He's got money though.
Dan. You might want to pay attention to this because right now Nappy is breaking down what you we're talking about. So yes.
I mean, again, look, it's far-fetched, right? Family fights.
Too much like sense.
AEW is at a good level, right? They're not at the best level. They're not at the shittiest level. To have someone, fuck that, to have a McMahon, I don't give a fuck who it is, to have a McMahon on board with your shit will bring you to a whole nother stratosphere. Y'all got to think about the contacts that this man has attached to him. With a blink of an eye, he can have Mick Foley over at AEW. With a blink of an eye, he can have Austin over there. And the big picture and the biggest
that's
name,
a stretch.
Maybe not Austin, but we've all heard these two best friends before the marriage, and he's getting fucked right now too. With a blink of an eye, Paul Levesque can walk through that door, and all shit
no ass
will
from
break
Stephanie anymore.
Bullshit.
He probably don't want it.
Oh, shit. He probably don't want it. Yeah, he's probably tired of the McMahon name. So again, it's far-fetched. I understand, but all I'm saying is two things need to happen. Tony needs to come through with this shit, and it better not be somebody like Christian. Because if it is, this could be the third time.
What's wrong with Christian?
This will be the third time.
What?
I'm just saying, look, I don't have a problem with Christian personally, but we can all sit here and say
find my fans.
They overly amped up that surprise, and it wasn't like
it's gonna be a lame debut.
It was like, oh, it's Christian.
You gotta remember too, Tony is he's a fan
Paul
first.
White. Okay.
Yeah, he a fan first.
He's a fan first. He's contacting Shane. That's all I'm gonna say.
But
Shane
what
is not
already
down
what about
WWE
this? What about
right
this
now.
name?
Okada.
If it's Okada, then it's a forbidden door. He signed with New Japan. All I'm saying is Tony can't do what Vince did 2 Sundays ago. Say there's a forbidden door entrant for the men's Royal Rumble and then not come through at all.
It will hurt. Yeah. It will definitely hurt AEW.
What if
it would hurt because this wouldn't be the first time?
What if it's Will Ospreay?
Ooh.
But
which version though? Heel or face version?
Gotta be a heel.
Heel.
Got to be a heel.
Dude, I'm
AEW
sorry, but
ain't got heels.
But the most that makes
AEW
sense
ain't got heels.
But the most that makes sense right now is Shane McMahon. That is probably the one that everybody's talking about.
It makes
so much sense.
He is in the fucking news right now as we speak. And for now, okay, this is another thing I was thinking today. No, because this is another thing I was thinking today. Either Tony Khan is retarded or he's the smartest businessman alive. Because Tony would post this or tweet this on the outskirts of Shane going through what Shane's going through just to get publicity, just to get views on Dynamite. It would be another smart thing but it has to be a Ospreay, it has to be a Okada, it has to be a Moose. It can't be a free agent.
I don't really
but
see the
if he's using this for publicity, it's smart.
I mean, because the WWE would do the same thing if it was in reverse.
Oh, of course. But he has to come through with it, though. He can't fuck this up.
Maybe the whole Ric Flair thing died down and they decide to actually sign him.
You cannot. He's
not considered
forbidden door.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
What about what Dylan said? What about what Dylan said? It could be a woman. What if it's a woman competitor?
Who?
Mickey
James from Impact?
Right. She already
There's no woman that's a free agent right now.
What's Asuka?
That's big enough for something like that.
Asuka?
Where's Asuka been at? That's what she was.
No. Where's Asuka?
Asuka still signed with WWE. She never got released.
Okay.
Not yet.
I mean, it could. She could walk. I mean, I don't know how that would go. That would be a huge breach of contract, but I mean, it could be.
So we're all setting up ready for Wednesday night, 8:00, to find out to be disappointed. I just have a feeling it's gonna be like Christmas morning. We're all gonna be all hyped up on Christmas Eve on Tuesday, and then we wake up.
It's a fucking scooter,
and it's somebody that we just don't give a shit about, and it's like
fucking mom. It's like, I got the gift you always been wanting, and you forget that you wanted a Razor scooter 3 years ago. But you've been wanting a PS5 this year, so you're like, oh, I got the fucking 5, yeah! And then you open up the scooter, and it's like, really, Mom? Really? Well, you've been wanting it for a while,
disappointing Christmas
right?
night. Yeah. I mean, it could be like the gobbledygooker,
you know? I think it is. I hope he proves us wrong.
Oh, God, I hope so.
Because his track record isn't looking too well with surprises. So that's why it's like, look, I threw that Shane...
death match.
What about
Shane McMahon
the Bryan Danielson and Adam Cole? That was a good surprise.
He didn't amp that up though.
That was
the way
expected.
He amped up Christian.
Maybe he shouldn't. He shouldn't amp stuff up and just let people get surprised.
He should just. Thank you. He should stay the fuck off of Twitter, Donald Trump, and run your shit. I said it. I'm sorry. I said it.
Man, his break's almost up.
You're paying. He's paying way too much attention to Twitter and not his fucking business.
Yeah. Why not pay attention? I mean, because like number one, that I have to kind of disagree with, because the thing is, social media is a machine. You use it correctly, it can fall into your advantage.
Is he using it correctly though, Chris?
No.
Well, I mean, we're talking about it, so obviously it must be working.
Maybe it's Eric Bischoff.
Touche.
Hey, just saying. He's been there before already, though. I think
he can't.
Yeah, he's been there before.
I think he signed something with WWE recently because
maybe it's Shawn Michaels.
2K22. Get the fuck out of it! It ain't Hickenbottom. He's over there. It ain't Hickenbottom. It ain't Michael.
Can you not say his last name, please?
Hickenbottom.
That's his last name for real.
Can you not say his? Can you not say liquor
maybe
bottom,
it's
please?
Maybe it's Clickney's Kevin Nash.
Nickel bottom. What?
Everybody's gonna be turning.
No, hickory bottom. No,
dickory dot bottom.
A dirty bottom.
Up the clock. I hate y'all.
This is I'm telling you, this is some real funny shit. I thought my name was like.
My supervisor's not a fan of my podcast. If it is, I'm fired Monday, y'all. I just want to let y'all know.
Listen,
Man, I'm
like
telling you, bro. Don't get
you
me
know,
Nah.
Bro.
I'm ahead. I'm good. I'm good right now. I'm ahead.
bro, I won't be going back to work till, like next week Friday because you know what I'm saying, I got my bereavement and you know, like oh Jesus. I really do not want to stay in this damn house that long. I'm so serious. But
Click
it is
needs
what it
Kevin
is.
Nash. Yes.
Click knees.
Click knees.
Click.
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 Click. Click.
I
Yeah,
think he's
click.
talking
click.
about
Click,
I
and then
think
the
he's talking
TV
about
channel
Tamina.
remote.
No,
Click.
no, he was not talking about Hickory Bottom. No. He
No, I
was
thought he
talking
said Tamina.
Hickory,
Tania.
to
Yes,
me,
Oh,
boy,
nursery
sit
rhymes.
down.
her
That
her
ain't no
knee,
forbidden door.
her knees look like they do click.
She look like she clicks.
What does that even
In
mean?
what aspect?
I don't know.
Oh,
don't
you dumb. Okay, so
Hey, you
let's
don't
kind
say
of,
that.
huh?
What?
What'd you say?
Nothing.
You're dumb. So let's kind of talk about
Maybe AJ Lee. Yeah.
the major story
Okay.
about this show or whatever. So as you can see, I said, why do black wrestlers settle for bullshit in the WWE? Now, this is what I'm gonna get to you in a second. The one thing that I have noticed, and it goes all the way back to R-Truth. R-Truth is a former NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
Correct.
And this man allowed himself to be downgraded to a shucking, jiving,
Comedy character.
what? Yes,
Yeah.
like it doesn't make any sense to me. And then he used to rib John Cena. Then he talking about, oh, John Cena is my role model. Like, what the fuck? What black nigga is gonna actually say some shit like that after you just got done ribbing him, and now all of a sudden that he's now your role model? Really? And then we got
Grew up watching them.
Then you got your Shelton Benjamins and your Kofi Kingstons and your Big E's. All three of them, no. Matter of fact, two of them got disrespected in a 2-year span. And the one thing, the latest disrespectment was Big E lost the WWE Championship, didn't get a rematch, went back to SmackDown, and now is with New Day again.
And when he lost it, he got pinned.
Go ahead, James.
I thought about this the other night. We brought it up behind the scenes, and it's unfortunate what I'm gonna say, but it makes sense, right? So it's no secret, you know. I'm not saying nothing we haven't heard. WWE doesn't have at one point any black champions at all.
Mm-hmm.
This is the most we've seen, and it's nice.
Very
But
much
that
so.
leads to something to where you start getting taken advantage of. So you're an African American wrestler. You love this business. You've been doing this shit for fucking years. You put everything into it. Missed out on fucking milestones of shit. If you got kids, you missed milestones with them. If you got a marriage, you missed milestones with your wife. If you got you missed a lot of shit. Giving your all into this business that you aren't getting anything back in return, and then you get that phone call or you get that pitch that you have been busting your fucking ass for, and it's, hey, you want to become champion, and you're automatically going to fucking say yes. I'm sorry, you're like, dude, if I was in those shoes and I was doing what Big E was doing, Big E had faced everything in his career. He done been through it fucking all. Came in as a manager when it really wasn't like, okay. It fought through all that bullshit, and finally, umpteen years later, hey, I'm going to make you WWE champion. You like that idea? Fuck yeah, I like that idea. But didn't realize, holy shit, I think I'm a transitional champion. And that's the face that we saw with him sitting down back against the fucking ring. Like, what the fuck? And again, it's unfortunate. I'm not saying this to make it seem like anything. It's bullshit. We've seen it with Kofi. We've seen it with Big E. We haven't seen it with Lashley. Lashley had a dominant fucking title run, lost it, became even fucking meaner, won it, surprisingly won it, and I'm sad to say, I pray to God I'm proven wrong.
You will.
Looks like he's a transitional champion.
He is.
Come Elimination Chamber. And
He's
it's because
paper champion.
And it's because we don't see enough of this.
Yeah,
John Cena would have said no. Randy Orton would have said no.
Yep.
Triple H would have said no. You know what I'm saying? Common champions that we grew up seeing would have said, "Nah, I'm good. Nah."
But see, here's the thing too. There's another factor in all of this. And this is going to be very controversial when I say this. It's the skin color. It's the difference between them and the common champion.
Right, because
like
what happened? What does Bianca Belair, Kofi, and Big E have in common? When they lost their belts, they moved the fuck on. They didn't get rematches.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing that people need to understand. You see, you're so hell bent on getting anything that's given to you. You know, like everybody always want to say that The Rock is black, but Rock doesn't even act black himself. He act black when it's convenient for him.
He doesn't even act Samoan.
You can't.
He just got a tribal chief tattoo and.
Well, that's not fair, Chris, because he's Black Adam. No, let me stop.
Shut up.
I was joking.
And I just caught on to that. You're so stupid. It's sad that we are still in this cycle. Now they're like, they're giving us black WWE champions, but are they meaningful? They're not. At the end of the day,
the only thing that's meaningful is Lashley, really. And that's even kind of stretching, because if we see what I feel like we're going to see Elimination Chamber, then he's going to go down that rabbit hole too with the others. But right now, if somebody had a gun to my head and said pick the most memorable African American champion, I got to go with Bobby. Just the way he acted after losing. He didn't fucking start dancing around.
He didn't fuck around. He did not.
You know what I'm saying? He went on a fucking warpath. Like, that's what you do after losing a fucking top title. Like, you're pissed off. You're not like, oh yeah, hey, you want some pancakes?
There's nothing wrong with pancakes.
And there's nothing wrong with Pop-Tarts either.
But, I mean,
Pop-Tarts.
All right, there's nothing wrong with pancakes or Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
Feels for Life Wrestling Podcast.
Indeed. So next week Next week is gonna be brought to you by Gushers. Let it splash in your mouth.
Oh. I don't know about all that.
No, don't look at me like that. Don't do that. Okay. Anyway, go ahead now.
I go, kid.
I know. Just let it splash. Just let it.
Let it splash.
What? I don't know why y'all doing that. I mean,
so fruity.
Nope. No homo. No. I'm sorry, y'all. Forgive me.
Wow.
Forgive me. I guess that was never mind. Anyway, so kind of going back to what I was talking about, the black wrestlers today, it's either you pin me, you pay me. I don't give a fuck. Let's move on. And it's like, you won't be able to get that respect unless you say something. Now, the worst thing that they could say is no.
What's good, 8-Bit?
Hey, 8-Bit, what's going on? Been a while. He said, speaking of splash, don't do it, Curious. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let's see. Reese said that, did you just say next week's show is going to be sponsored by the Kardashians? Wow.
Oh
no, I definitely don't want to get burned with any STDs. But yeah, let's move on. So Juan said this. Since we're talking about African American wrestlers, to me, Bobby Lashley, out of Big E, Shelton, Benjamin, the almost, Kofi, Alex,
I agree.
Kofi, and Xavier, Lashley is the most believable and intimidating superstar, just my opinion. Number one, let me tell you something about Almost There. Almost There needs to sit his ass down somewhere. He really needs to sit his ass down somewhere because honestly, he ain't believable in nothing. The only thing that's believable.
What's sad though?
Go ahead.
We're probably gonna see him at WrestleMania going against Styles.
No, nobody cares. You were saying?
I know nobody cares.
Like he said, like, when I see Almost versus like AJ Styles, why should I care about that match?
No, that's pre-show. Nobody cares about that shit.
That's gonna be a fist break.
They're wasting AJ Styles' last contract because he says he's done after this. After this,
no, he resigned.
No, he's not.
No, I'm saying like he resigned, but he's saying this is his last iteration.
He resigned because he want everybody to see that damn Karen haircut. That's what he wants.
Soccer mom, yeah.
Yeah, like nobody don't give a fuck about that haircut. Nobody care about that bullshit.
AJ almost 50. He can't be flipping. He on the tail end of his career, all that flipping and shit.
Be doing the phenomenal.
He's still phenomenal.
Elbow.
The phenomenal.
Phenomenal
forearm.
I'm telling you, in a few years he's gonna be like Hickerbottom.
Well, that's what he said. He said he'll be a coach.
And if y'all don't know who Hickerbottom is HBK. I refuse to call his village name.
It's not Hickerbottom, y'all. It's Hickenbottom.
Y'all chose violence today.
Nah, it's Dirty Bottom.
Abis said, "Are African American wrestlers just taking the titles and dropping it because they know I'm one of the few?"
And the proud.
We're the Bob Backlunds right now, this generation.
You know what? I wouldn't even say that. I mean, at least Bob Backlund actually worked. At least these wrestlers now, it's like they want you to give it to them, and then if they don't get their way, well, depending on like what group we're talking about, one stays silent, the other one just goes on Twitter and just rants. I mean, so that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Two different contracts.
That's true.
Yeah.
And what Chris alluded to earlier, unfortunately, not everyone is made to be a world champion.
Correct.
Like,
yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like some people are mid-carders or made to be mid-carders, and that's the height of their you know what I'm saying?
So.
No,
that's not to be ugly,
and
but
I definitely agree. No, and I feel like maybe, just maybe, this is gonna fucking piss off a lot of people. But maybe Big E's not a main eventer for the title. Maybe
I could have told you that.
Good, solid mid-carder, maybe so is Kofi.
And you know what? The fucked up part about it is that there's different contrasts. This part don't have nothing to do with color. It's just the crazy thing is that Bobby Lashley, I can believe him as being a WWE champion. But then when I look at Kofi Kingston and Big E, bland.
I can't see it.
I see you as a mid-carder. Strong mid-carder, like you said.
Hey, I got dinner. It's chicken. I want to eat Karen's chicken. That bitch bland as a motherfucker. No kind of seasoning.
Dry spaghetti.
Not even salt and pepper. Like
you're gonna have to put some Jamaican jerk on that shit.
And dry,
okay?
Yeah, dry
put
chicken.
Something on the chicken. Fuck.
Yeah, there's not gonna be any.
Hey, Ziggy gonna know what I'm talking about. Put some Tonys on that motherfucker.
Hey, some Tonys, slap your mama, something.
Oh my god.
Give me something, man.
So Kenneth asked, he said, does Montez Ford have what it takes to be world champion?
Yes.
Let me stop on that one. Montez
Maybe if he gets away from your boy, maybe.
He reminds me of R-Truth.
No.
No. Let me elaborate.
He's too goofy.
Let me elaborate.
WrestleMania.
On the right, and then the motherfucker lies on his back. I mean, I could have said Titus O'Neil, but I think that would have been too disrespectful. But I did at all. Yeah, I mean, like,
slide under the ring.
I could have compared him to a seal, but I didn't want to be disrespectful.
Y'all gonna have them Q dogs looking at y'all.
Yeah, talk about.
Hate man in a minute. How dare you, Nappy? How dare you?
But no, like my whole thing is like Montez has the potential, but then at the same time he's a clown as well. He just I don't know. Maybe
Sometimes
it's just
good to be a clown. Sometimes it's good to be a clown.
Not really.
Sometimes.
Because if that's the case, Nappy, why didn't Kofi and Big E work? They're clowns. It's gonna be Kofi version 2. It's gonna be New Day version 2 with Montez. The guy's athletic as fuck, but
yeah,
he's shaking the ropes and doing all this.
He's got a frog splash out of his world, son. Like when he jumps off of the top rope, you think he like climbed up like 2 stories.
Okay, so
and then jumped off. Like he got height, but maybe if he gets away from not Montez, Angelo. Maybe if he gets rid of the bright colors and the silly glasses. I don't know. When I look at Montez Ford, I seriously fucking see not a monster heel because he ain't big, but I see a big heel in him. I don't know, dude. I can't put my finger on it. Like I see it though. Like I do. Like in my wrestling game, I have him a heel. I have him out of the fucking Street Profits. I have him just Montez Ford. And I guess because I see it in the game, I can see it in real life, but they just got to give it to us. I don't know.
So Corey Francis, and thank you for that, James. So Corey Francis, he said, please, definition on what makes a black wrestler serious. What's the difference? Very simple.
Bobby Lashley and Kofi Kingston. That's your difference. Bobby Lashley. You know what? No, let's make it fair for the people that are going to come back. Yeah,
make it fair.
Small and big. Bobby Lashley and Big E. That's the difference. Big E.
One is serious and one is not.
Big E went solo, but look at his Big E logo. What did it look like? The colors. What did it represent? It was still New Day. He needed to get completely away from all of that shit. He needed to change up. He came out with that long coat cape. Get the fuck rid of that. Get rid of that fucking the fucking singlet. Come out with fucking just fucking shorts. Come out with like tights. Change your complete attire.
So are they stereotyping 8-bit ass?
No, I wouldn't say stereotyping to no. It's not.
No.
Stereotyping is a John Cena gimmick. You coming out and you acting like you Democrat, but you really were Republican.
Or stereotyping, I think, would be like me saying I hate Big E, but I love Kofi. I can't stand both of them as champion. Bobby Lashley is 100% more believable than all 3 of them as champion. He showed it to us.
Most definitely.
The warpath that he went on after losing it put him in a league of his own.
So I think also what Corey is asking too, don't let me put words in your mouth if I'm thinking of it wrong, but do you want only black wrestlers to be like Bobby Lashley? Can we have like fun black wrestlers as champion, or do they all have to be serious?
Okay. So like I do not know if this is like brain surgery. Okay, let's look at a Triple H. Let's look at Shawn Michaels. Let's look at the white counterparts. Why do we not talk about them being like serious? Why we don't have the same conversations like we talk about like the black wrestlers?
Mm-hmm.
Why is it like it always got to be a problem for having a serious black wrestler? You know what I'm saying? Because Shawn Michaels was a goofy wrestler.
Yeah,
he was a serious wrestler.
And DX,
this man had lengthy like title reigns that were legendary. Okay, but we don't get that in black wrestlers. That's the part that we are still trying to figure this shit out. Why it seems like the white counterparts have more opportunities than the black counterparts. And like I said, this is not brain surgery. At the end of the day, this is a complexion issue. And whether they're getting the belts, the WWE Championship belts or not, the fact is that they will never be pushed like a Triple H or HBK
or Samoan.
This
or Samoan, because as you said, Big E had the WWE Championship, and that motherfucker was still getting pinned every Monday night on Raw. You know, getting a 3-second tan.
And you would never have a Shawn Michaels.
Dude, he lost.
Pinned.
Correct me if I'm wrong. He lost. Now you can sit here and argue he didn't get the pin, but he also didn't win. He lost twice in one night.
Yes.
Like
yes,
you automatically jobbed your fucking champion into a joke. So of course now it's like no matter what you do, you made your fucking top person lose twice. That's not a good look.
No, that's not. That's a bad look.
So Big E could do all the UFC promos he wants. He can go on the Breakfast Club and everything, because at the end of the day, those people
fucking chopped cheese, Aki, give me the Aki way and shit like that. Like, nah, dude.
That don't matter, because at the end of the day, those people don't watch wrestling like we do. You know, that's a different audience. So he's getting. He
pinned. Was a serious champion.
Yeah.
8-bit. Eddie Guerrero was a very serious champion. Did he have a goofy side? Yes. He wasn't 100% goofy.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you.
That's a good point, though. Yeah, Eddie. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you about Eddie. One of his best promos was against Brock Lesnar during their feud at No Way Out. That was one of his best ones. I mean, legendary.
That was a serious shit. Did he goof off with Brock? Yeah, of course. Look at what Brock was doing. But
he know how to turn it up.
He knew he knew how to flick the switch off and keep it off when needed. Big E, he would try to flick it off, but you would still see it in his demeanor.
That's true.
Like, nah, man.
Especially
you gotta
with those Kurt matches.
You're a champion, right?
Yeah.
You're a champion. You can't be the laughing stock of fucking WWE, and that's what he was, a laughing stock. So was Kofi.
And that's why I say it's a double-edged sword when it comes to
true.
New Day. New Day, they're future Hall of Famers. There's no disputing that. But at the end of the day, when you're in a machine for way too long and you're not changing the oil, you start to get stale and that engine start to burn out. That's what's going on with New Day. New Day, they're still producing merchandise, but their image is starting to.
So what would y'all do next for New Day? Because I think we all love New Day. I don't think we're saying that we don't like the New Day. We all love the New Day, but
make them tag teams again, because that's all they're good for.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be a dick when I say that.
So kids said turn them heel. You think that'll?
I think what they need is a
break
heel
up.
turn. You know what? No. I got it.
They tried that so many times.
They need a Shield type of portrayal. But who? I think more
Xavier Woods.
Thank you. I was just getting ready to say that.
Man. Yeah.
There's so much motive. There's so much motive there.
Because
I'm tired of seeing all of y'all succeed.
Because if you really look at it, Xavier Woods is basically the third wheel.
Crack that fucking whatever, that king staff over someone's fucking back, dude.
I don't think they need a. Hey, man, I don't think they need like a manager because I mean, all of them can talk. They don't need a manager.
True.
Now, if they got somebody like MVP, I could see that, but they really don't need.
They have to turn that whole image almost if they do that.
That story right there can write itself.
That image that they had
Xavier's
before
the jealous heel.
That image that they had before Ferguson, I will roll with that. But it's too late. But it's too late for that because we got the Hurt Business.
Gotcha. I know. I know you're getting that. Yeah.
Yeah. They will have to change their whole entire image, just like what I think that's what you said.
Yeah, just change their image because they're like the gamers. They're just kind of nerds. They got, which is fine, but I mean, even DX changed it up over time. You know, they were. You gotta kind of change it up a little bit, but yeah, I get it.
So Joe Franklin, he said that I would say, and I know that this is an unpopular opinion, but Booker T was serious in WCW until he went to WWE.
Joe, we agree with you on that.
Yes,
that's not unpopular. I agree.
Booker T went to WWE. He went to WWE and realized if I don't play the game, no pun intended, I'm not gonna have a job.
No, yeah, and he said that himself. He said that himself, Joe.
He said that Booker T, you know, he's playing the Django game. If you get what I mean, he's playing the Django game very well. He's playing it very well. But it's really hurting his image, and that's what and that's what Stevie Ray doesn't really get with me. He get it, but you know what I'm saying? He was just like, I think it kind of hurts him when I bury his brother. But the thing about this is that you got to understand, when we look at Harlem Heat, we look at two of you, the both of you, and you two are like night and day. It's like you keep it real on your podcast. I love Stevie Ray for that shit. But then when we look at Booker T want to be the porch monkey that want to sit back and say that, everybody is hating on WWE because they can't hack it. Well, nigga, you couldn't hack it either because you was never WWE champion.
What is it? Booker T just kind of what they call it, go along, get along.
Exactly. Pin me or pay me. That's how he is.
Yeah.
Man,
but I'm gonna have to dip out.
Okay, bro.
Of course.
He took his lunch.
Longer,
hopefully you didn't. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Don't get in trouble, bro. Go ahead.
Don't get fired.
Love y'all, man.
All right, man. See you later. Thanks for coming.
Bye.
So, oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry. You want the window seat? I'm sorry.
Yeah. He doesn't. Yeah.
It's dark outside. I can't see shit.
Oh, speaking of Goldust, because I was just doing a persona. I'm like, oh yeah. So when he was teaming up with Goldust, I think that was like more so a K-Bro. RKO. Yeah.
I didn't have an issue with that.
Yeah. See, back then they were actually entertaining.
Yeah. But I do get what you were saying though. Like Booker T was like the top guy before he came over, and they made him a joke. You know, with The Rock, like the first day, who in blue hell are you? And like, I'm the champion.
Right. Like The Rock buried the shit out of Booker T.
Yeah,
when he first came in, and that hurt my soul because I even know who Booker T is, and I even watched WCW.
Oh, I did, man. That was my boy, man. I was pissed.
I mean, but Booker T did show his aggressive side during his time with The Rock or whatever. Like he showed it that he had a mean streak. But the WWE was not going to push Booker T because Booker T did not
WCW guy.
Exactly, and they kept burying him. I mean, look at what Booker T is doing now. He's doing commentary, and no one even talk about Booker T being in the storyline at all. That's bad.
Yeah.
Do
you think Lashley's going to lose the title? I hope not.
Yes.
Brugatti.
Brugatti. Yes. Welcome to the show. I think you're a first-time viewer.
Hey, what's up, man?
Yes. We would just talk about that before you came on. The thing about this is that when you look at the storyline right now, does it really favor Bobby Lashley or does it favor Bobby or Brock Lesnar?
Yeah. That's the main storyline right now is Brock and Paul and the bloodline and Roman.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is secondary.
Mm-hmm. And they got to be very careful with that because there's a lot of disgruntled people in the WWE right now that wants to leave. Like Ali, he wants to leave. He can't leave because Vince McMahon has a ego complex. He don't want people to leave. He want to have that power over everybody. But yeah, I think Bobby Lashley is going to lose at the next pay-per-view.
I hope not, because that would make him a transitional champion. But that's what y'all saying is probably gonna happen. But
he had another good question. Are they going to make Bobby Lashley the next joke of a champion?
Nah, I don't think they'll make him a joke, but at the very least he'll be a transitional champion. But I don't think they'll make him a joke.
A joke is actually Big E and Kofi Kingston. Yeah, that's if you really want to call it a joke, that was your joke. But the crazy thing was that the WWE tried to make them serious, and it just did not work.
They just didn't treat them. They just didn't treat them as such. That's all.
Yeah.
Let's say Fastlane
but that's the problem with having 2 world champions.
Mm-hmm.
If there was 1 world champion, you have no choice but to make that the main thing. But if you have 2 world champions, okay, I got Roman Reigns over here. He's gonna be doing his thing, and that's my guy right there. And then I got a show on Raw, and
excuse me.
You good? Everything?
No, I looked at Kid, and Kid was up there giving me the eye. Yeah, I see
here you go.
Yeah. No, you making us an Oreo again. I don't like that.
Double stuffed Oreo.
Double stuff. Yes, I'm already fat.
He says the unification of titles still possible. I think that's
very much so. If we do see, Brock win, you're going to see a unification match. And honestly, don't worry about Fastlane. Fastlane is just a throwaway pay-per-view.
Why are they having these shows?
Because they're retarded.
Jesus Christ, this shit is trash.
Mm-hmm. It is.
I'm not even trying to be ugly towards WWE, but y'all saw the Royal Rumble. That is a big 4 or 5 if you want to count the Money in the Bank. That is a big 5 pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm. And yet
and they pulled off that bullshit. It looked like they wrote that shit on a napkin at dinner the night before, and they went out and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be all right.
No,
I don't want to be the negative. I don't want to be the negative. Y'all hate WWE.
No, it's just
necessarily hate it.
We don't hate it. It's just y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know how to take criticism. But y'all can criticize AEW all fucking day. But then when we talk about the WWE, which was actually, Royal Rumble was trash. It don't make any sense. I mean, it don't make any sense that the Royal Rumble was better last year than it was this year. We didn't see nobody that we actually cared about. We seen old bitches from the fucking past and shit. And then y'all to go talk about this was a great Royal Rumble. Who the fuck want fucking Karen Ivory to come out there talking about, I'm still a virgin after 50, 60 years.
I thought that was funny.
I was laughing.
I thought that was funny. And then she was still talking that she got eliminated.
Yeah, and then she was screaming on her.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. It was. But, I mean, but in the men's Royal Rumble, there were no surprises.
None at all.
Shane McMahon came in at 28?
Right. And
Brock came in at 30. Who didn't see that coming?
Right. Because I was expecting Moose to come out, and there was no one from NXT. As a matter of fact,
no Brian Breaker,
Curious just brought this up or whatever. What do we think about NXT 2.0?
Okay. I'm indifferent on it.
Basically, it's just a BET after dark.
I'm indifferent on it. I see some characters that have potential, but it's too much of a change from the black and gold to the rainbow brand now. It's
basically, you got a whole bunch of big booty bitches in there, and it's just, it's basically sex appeal. It's just basically there to get your dick hard and get your pussy wet. That's basically what NXT 2.0 is. Sorry, excuse me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me like that, Ziggy. I'm sorry.
Well, kid do.
I'm trying to keep it real as much as possible. You know, I'm not trying to be explicit like this, but it's just that is the presentation that they are giving me. You know, it's like if you don't like the wrestling, we'll give you the sex appeal. I mean, am I wrong?
I don't know, bro. I really want to know what happened with Triple H and Vince McMahon, and like, because it like he was just like Thanos snapped out of the WWE.
Yeah, it's like
like what happened?
Like it's like they're keeping this shit on the low. Like I've never seen this before.
Oh, he had a heart condition. Well, what? There's a lot of heart conditions.
Yeah, what's the follow up, right? Like what's going on?
What happened?
And why did they remove him from Power? Why did they rebrand this? Dude, when you get too many unanswered questions,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And then everything he touched or everything that he vouched for is gone from the company.
Right.
Karrion Kross, Hit Row.
Yeah,
anything that he did. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like you can feel that they did this and it was malicious. And you know what I'm saying? And it was precise because everyone that they got rid of was part of the Triple H's regime.
Undisputed Era.
Everybody. Yeah. So
Johnny Gargano.
So you can't hate AEW for having all of these stars because they, at the end of the day, they still got to work. They still got families they got to provide. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you expect them to go to what? MLW? They don't even promote their shit. Do you want them to go to Hog? I mean, the only way they will know is on the internet. I mean, do you want them to go to Impact? They're barely promoted. I mean, the two big names right now is AEW and WWE. And WWE does not want to do shit, but just pride themselves on making billions and trillions of fucking dollars, and yet motherfuckers still sitting up at home not doing shit.
Hey, but Triple H was cherry picking Ring of Honor anyway. That's how you got Adam Cole and all those people at NXT. But there's still a lot of people that's unsigned. I'm, trying to see what's going on with them. I know they're working in indies, but hopefully we can get them back on mainstream TV.
Mm-hmm. But I think what they're trying to do is more than anything that they're trying to survive out here.
Right. At the end of the day.
Yeah, but it's like, AEW, and I speak for all of us, and I think we agree with the same thing that they are just bloated. Like me right now. I just ate me some McDonald's and I'm just bloated. Yeah.
Yeah, like
I'm just bloated.
Yeah, like and when I say that about like the checks and balances with AEW, it's just we get excited that these guys or ladies get signed, but they end up getting lost in the shuffle, or people that were there at the beginning, they just end up getting thrown into a stable to get them on TV. Like Private Party, Butcher and the Blade.
That part I don't understand, bro. Like that whole, it's like they're put in a fucking jar and they're all just
That's all I'm saying. I'm not hating, but it's just kind of like,
no, I'm hating.
If we keep signing these guys, what's going on with so much TV?
Now I see why you are really wondering about their checkbook.
That's all I'm saying, because it's like,
wouldn't you?
Oh yes. Because I'm like, dude, you got all these fucking big stars. I know you don't got no damn trillions and trillions and billions of dollars to have all these motherfuckers on your damn roster and shit. And then the crazy thing is the originals they're being pushed, but they're like in the background somewhere.
Yes.
And then meanwhile, we see Adam Cole doing the same promo that he was doing last week. I'm going to be more aggressive than I ever was. I'm like, oh. I mean, he's like all up in the fucking camera. I'm like, nigga, like, why do you have to?
That's my only thing. Is like we getting hyped. So like Jay Lethal came over. Like I said, he's just been on Rampage. It's like
and he's just been losing.
Come on, man.
And it's
that's all I'm saying. Is he going? How long somebody's going to be on a payroll and not be put on TV?
So, everyone, we are coming toward the end of our show. Let's change.
I don't know, Willis. Tony Khan, he likes to, keep everybody happy, which is a good trait. You want to see people happy. You want to help people out, but at the end of the day, it's still a business,
Is it the outro ending of the show music?
Yes, very much so. Gotta set the mood a little bit. Just
okay.
Tag,
I see.
You know what I'm saying? All right, so we are at the last of our of this week's episode. You guys been awesome, great conversation, everybody. We definitely gonna have these conversations toward the end of Black History Month, because also we're gonna, matter of fact, I think next week what we're going to do is we're going to probably have a show of the best Black wrestlers in wrestling history. I think that's what we should. Yeah, I think we probably say the best. Well, I think we should just do it as a whole. I think that's what we should do. That way we don't have to
not as a best or eliminating anybody. We're just highlighting people that had an impact on wrestling.
Yep. So we're gonna do that next week. Final thoughts, everyone. Everyone on the comments here. What you guys? What's on your mind?
What you got, kid?
Yeah, hopefully they have a better build up for Elimination Chamber. Even though I'll be working that Saturday for noon time when that airs. I feel like it's going to be disappointing all the way up until WrestleMania. Even I believe that WrestleMania is going to be disappointing. Even watching SmackDown, it's just a formula that they still have, that they're still using. AEW, I didn't watch Rampage. I didn't watch Dynamite. Besides, actually, I did see MJF versus CM Punk, and that was okay. It wasn't really but they also need to start building up more for Revolution coming up, which we'll be watching, of course. But other than that, it's just something's got to change eventually. I don't know what it is, but something eventually has to change. And could it be with the possibility of either Triple H or Shane McMahon showing up on AEW on Wednesday? Could that be a game changer? Of course. But will it get stale pretty quick? Maybe. Be like, oh, everybody wants to see it happen. And it finally happens. And it's like, oh. All right, what else can you do? What other surprise? Oh, all right. So now what are you gonna do? But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But other than that, no, that's about it.
Myself, I'm ready for Wednesday. Wednesday is always a great day for me watching AEW. AEW, they do got a lot of stuff to work on. The one thing that I will say about AEW is AEW does put out some very exciting matches,
of course,
some
yes,
captivating storylines, but their production, it really needs work. Some of their stuff really just does not make any sense. It's like they just throw people out there and no explanation whatsoever. You got to be very careful with that, because there are podcasters and there are fans that will catch you up on your shit. Wrestlers know, the wrestling companies know that we're not stupid. Don't treat us acting like, treat us and like we were born yesterday, because we have watched wrestling for years, decades. So they just need to improve, and that is about it. That's all I have.
Okay. And yeah, like I said, with these pay-per-views, because they got Elimination Chamber coming up, and then on top of that, they got the Crown Jewel coming up, and then you got Fastlane, and then I think this is just too much, and they need to focus more on building up this main event and upper mid-card scene. Shinsuke Nakamura's held the Intercontinental title and probably defended it maybe once or twice.
He still has.
He's still alive?
That's what I'm saying.
Alive.
Well, stop taking my words, kid.
Well, speaking of that,
what you got?
The one thing that we didn't talk about, and that was my final thought, was Finn Balor and Cesaro. Where the hell were they at?
Oh, yes. Let's talk about them. Yeah.
Nobody brought that up, and I wanted to bring it. It just hit me.
So Cesaro,
exactly.
They just shoved. Finn Balor was out the country. That's what I heard about Finn Balor. He was
sent them home.
Yeah, they. But Cesaro, Cesaro wanted to be treated like a side bitch, so he's going to continue to be treated like a side bitch. So.
He signed that new contract.
Yeah, so honestly, like if you being treated like that, like there's really I can't defend you. I'm not going to come on here and say, "Oh, I love Finn Balor because he's there." Finn Balor decided to sign another contract, so nigga, you made your bed, now you lie in it.
Same thing with Kevin Owens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Great point.
Well, at least Kevin Owens is on TV. Like Cesaro, where is he?
The thing about this with Kevin Owens should be on the top tier echelon right now. And Kevin Owens is still doing the same shit that he's been doing for like the last 2 years. Don't come on Twitter and trolling everybody that you're teasing the fact that you're going to go to AEW, but then yet you signed another contract and you're still doing the same shit that you were doing yesterday. That's not elevation. That's just you being a Booker T saying that I'm going to lay down and pay me. That's it. And the same thing goes for Sammy. The same thing that can be said about Sammy. I'm about to call him Sami Zayn. Yeah. Sami Zayn doing shit for Jackass. What the fuck?
Pay me.
Man, they're promoting the movie, so
if you're gonna have me doing bullshit, pay me. Okay.
And get paid for it, yeah.
Thank you, Curious. We definitely do appreciate it. Yeah,
thanks, man. It was just a freestyle show today. We didn't.
Yeah.
We wanted to answer more of your questions because sometimes we don't get to chat with you all because we're trying to stay on schedule with everything, but we wanted today get in chat, answer questions, and kind of just have this be more of a conversation with our community.
And I think this was really good because we actually had a lot of people come in from YouTube today than we had on any podcast, honestly, on any episode. So that's really, really cool. So we do appreciate
it.
Really,
hey, speaking of Ziggy, so Lou Carlos Viana's saying, I'm gonna buy the 2K22 this month, hopefully. Are you gonna be streaming that on your podcast?
You'll be seeing it on Facebook.
Put that out there that I want to watch that.
Oh yeah. So like what Kid says, outside of the wrestling podcast, I do stream on Facebook Gaming and Twitch. You'll see it right up there. Ziggy the Beast with the 3. And I'll just change this right quick here. Right here. I will be giving away this bad boy on my channel, so make sure you're following me to get the details.
Does that mean you can give it to me?
No, I just made myself bigger so they can see.
You can give it to me.
Okay.
I need an Xbox Series X.
Well, you gotta make sure you follow my channel to get the deets on how to apply for.
Wait, pause.
I'm gonna need a cheat code.
Wait, you selling an Xbox?
I'm not selling it. I'm giving it away.
You're selling it.
All right, I'll give you my address after the show, so you can just go ahead and just send it to me.
Because I got to be there too.
Yeah, y'all gotta find out how to do it.
Damn. All right, I'm just
trying to get some, just trying to get some little bit more engagement on my platform. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna give away some stuff.
Matter of fact, we need to start doing that. We were supposed to do a giveaway, but
hey,
family,
you gotta do what you gotta do, though. It's understandable.
But
but definitely, if y'all want to support the show in between shows, we have a merch store, heelsforlife.com. You can buy a sticker for like $5. If y'all don't want to buy a shirt, just buy a little sticker, and stick it on something. Chris got the shirts. Look at that. Heels for Life got the logo on it. Working on some other stuff.
Well, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be asking for donations as well. Also, we're going to be doing some
more stuff,
sponsorships and shit. Yeah, that's the one thing that we're going to try to concentrate on doing. getting sponsorship donations so we can do more projects on here and do some tours. Hopefully, you know,
because
a
lot of stuff
on tours.
A lot of stuff we do is out of our pocket, like, you know, creating the logo. I paid somebody to do that. The merch store, you got to buy domains. There's a lot of stuff like this application we're using right now, StreamYard. Chris pays monthly to be able to
$25.
Keep this up and running so we can, you know, have a decent production of a show. So the stuff isn't free, but we love doing it. We do it because we love it. But for us to scale to the next level, you know, it does require money, you know.
Very much so.
But
everyone,
check into that.
Thank you guys so much for joining us on episode 172. Remember to follow us on every streaming platform possible. Until that time, I'm your host, Mr. Team Breed.
I'm Kid USA.
And I'm Ziggy the Beast.
And we will see you guys next week.
I got you, Chris. Yeah, we'll see
y'all
next
everybody.
week.
Night, guys.